I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to get out on this lake and go try to catch whatever I can catch. Last time I fished here, I caught my biggest bass ever. 6 pounds, I think 2 ounces. And I haven't been back since. I don't know why I haven't been back here. Love this little bitty lake up in the mountains. Awesome area. It rained a ton last night, so I think it may be a little muddy. But I got 4 or 5 hours to go out here and fish and see what we can find. While the changing of the leaves looks really good up here. Got a lot of different colors. Unfortunately, I'm about to hit some wind. As soon as I go around this bend coming out of this channel, I can see the wind out there. It's always windy up here at this, I guess just because it's a little higher up. It didn't have as much protection, I guess, but it's one of those windy fall days. And we're probably gonna be fighting it a lot. Hopefully it dies down and at least maybe I can find some cover from some of the areas. Big fish. It's a huge fish. That's a huge bass. Oh my goodness. Giant bass. Oh my goodness. The sound's probably gonna be terrible, but the fish quality is insane. This has to be the biggest bass ever caught. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at that. Oh my. Little yum swinging dinger, little black one on a 1/8 ounce jig head, like a, I guess, shaky head style. Barely felt a bite. Dude, this is the exact same weight of the one I caught here last time. 6 pounds, 2 ounces. What a giant. Not my PB, but tied it. Just tied my PB right there. Oh my goodness, that thing's so big. What a catch. Hopefully this turns out. Oh man, I was trying to think of something to do today, and I wanted something. I was like, the creeks are flooded. I wanted something, you know, some kind of challenge to make me excited. And I was like, well, I'll come up here to this lake. I did catch a big fish last time I was here, but I was like, I don't know, there could be, I might be able to catch something. First fish I catch, an hour in, it's 57 minutes in, first fish I hook. And I've done a couple different lures, spinnerbait, and a little yum dinger weightless. This one right here, dropping it off the ledge here. That's what got it done. Let's go back for some more. There we go. I had to catch a perch just to do it. I think I swallowed my hook. Goodness. Of all the ones I catch, he swallowed the hook and he's bleeding like crazy. May just keep him, use him for bait or something. Well, I'm still just kind of getting over that fish. That thing was so big. They tied the biggest fish I ever caught. So I've only caught 3 6 pounds and plus, and a 6'1", 6'2", and 6'2", I think. So I've only caught 3, you know, 6 pounders, and they're all right at that. I think they're just a big old fish. And I'll stop and catch a few perch every once in a while, just some yellow perch. There's one. Ooh, not bad. That one hit it right off the top, I think. that. Number 2 right there. I'm starting to like it. Number 3 right there. Oh, finally. There's a little cove here out of the wind, so I'm gonna fish my way around it, enjoy this break of the weather. Oh, barely got it. Barely got one. Well, watching other YouTubers, I tell you what, it does pay off. I would never caught this bass if I hadn't watched Alex Rudd fishing. And I was talking to him the other day. We were supposed to fish, and then he went out and fished Oklahoma. And I watched one of his videos, and he's using a jerkbait, which he likes. He's got a lot of confidence in a jerkbait. I don't have any confidence in it. I saw a couple bass over here. They kind of nibbled at my yum dinger. It wouldn't hit it, threw a spinner. Well, let me go with the jerkbait. Jerked it, reeled it, jerked it, reeled it. And then on that one, I started reeling it in. And he just nipped the end of it. Got him hooked. I'd never caught that fish. I hadn't been watching other people and learning from them. There's another one. There's another one. These guys are small, but I'm just kind of staying in this area, working it, changing the speed up on this thing, and I've got a couple fish up. Usually I would have just passed right on by. After I threw a couple lures and they wouldn't hit, I would have kind of just like, oh well, I probably ain't gonna get them to bite. So I decided to try it out. Plus I'm out of the wind, it's a little easier to focus out of the wind over here. Got 2 little bass out of this cove. Oh man, thought I had another big one. Just a stick. Just a stick. False alarm. What is hitting this thing? Got it. Well, I missed it twice, but the 3rd time's a charm. We're going down in size though. What's up with that? There's the dam right there, so I'm gonna fish this deeper section. I've only been down to this section 1 time, and I never really fished it. So I got time today to kind of fish it. And man, we've caught a pretty good amount of bass for we've been out here 2.5 hours total, pretty much. Oh, yeah, there's one. I didn't think I had one on there. Nice. Right by the dam. It's not huge, but it feels good. I say it sure feels a lot better here. I think I'm getting blocked by the wind. Maybe the way the dam is right here, right on the hills on both sides. It's windy over there, it looks like, but it's real calm over here, so it feels good. That's a 13, 14 inch one right there. A solid largemouth. There we go, back on the fish. Little largemouth. I've tried a few different lures, keep going back to this thing, and it just seems to be what's working. Little guy there. Oh, hopefully one more big one shows up. We're working our way back up. We probably got an hour and a half before I'm really gonna have to start heading in. So I think we still got time to get one nice one. Well, at least one more nice one. Hopefully a few fish. Wow, and there we go. I just spoke it into existence. He must have just been hanging off the same rock right here. This is a nice fish. Was that the next cast, I think? Solid fish. I don't know why I keep switching from this. I keep trying other lures. I come back to it, I catch fish. I just, you know, you always have that thought that maybe there's one lure that's like gonna get them a little bit better than this, but that's another 14-inch, good size bass right there. Nice one. Dude. Oh, there's two of them. There was two giants, and I think the other one took the bait. Oh my goodness. I felt extra pressure for a minute. Couldn't figure out what it was. Dude, that's not a giant, but that's a solid bass. There was another one. I felt another hit, like when I was reeling this one in, and I saw it biting at it, and it took my bait off there. So the other bass took my swinging dinger. Dude, that is nice. Let's get a quick weight, and then I'm gonna go back for that one. Let that one calm down for a second. 2.5. That's solid. 2.5 pounds, 16.5 inch. It's just a good bass. This is the lure that's working today. I usually like yum dingers and these things, and I kind of thought this was gonna work just because I've only fished this lake a few times, but what I have seen in the past, fishing this style has produced fish like whenever I switched to this style, just dropping it off these ledges, sinking it down in there, and they were munching it. This is a 5.5 inch. It's basically a yum dinger, but it comes with a little paddle tail. I got it on a 1/8 ounce owner jig head. I like these jig heads. Hooking it up weedless, just flicking it down in there, letting it sink, twitching it. Sometimes you can swim it, it almost looks like a swim bait. So I really can't do much wrong with it, just as long as you get it, as long as I'm getting around that cover and getting around that stuff. And when they're hitting it, well, actually that one I felt a thump like a bluegill, and then another thump, and I was like, and then I just set the hook, and it was a good bass. So it was a little bit of a lighter hit, and the biggest one I caught was a light hit too. So I think we're gonna get some more. Let's go back in. Oh, I thought it was a giant. He had me underneath the tree, I think. I felt something weird going on. I couldn't figure out what it was. I think he bit it and pulled it under the tree. Man, we are getting bites. This is crazy. Getting a bunch of fish. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. What a day. Oh my, what a day of fishing. Dude, man, there's like 3 or 4 foot of overhang off this rock ledge. I saw this opening and I skipped it all the way to the back and he smoked it. How many other fish have I missed? Or maybe they're coming out, but that one, I just saw this opening. I skipped it all the way up in there, sunk, and boom, I knew it was a giant. Oh my goodness. This is an amazing day. I don't know if this is, this is a giant. I don't know if it's bigger than the first one I caught. Wow, man, look how thick these are, like the healthiest bass. The healthiest bass I've ever caught out of Tennessee in a lake or a river, pretty much. These guys are solid. Oh, not even 5. 4 pounds, 6 ounces. We got a 6-pounder and almost a 4.5 pounder. 20 1/4. His nose is a little messed up. He's got a stub nose. Man, what a day. Not only is it just a crazy, awesome day of fishing, but check out this place around me. It's so beautiful out here. The wind died down. It's got a little bit of a wind, but it's not bad. The leaves are changing. The air's changing. It's like in the 60s all day. I think it was like 61, 62. Just a little nippy. The bass bite is hot though. Man, it's been 47 minutes since I left the bridge, or left the dam down there. I've caught at least 4 fish, maybe 5, and just a 2.5 pounder and a 4.5 pounder almost. Wow. And I'm still working along this edge, not even really back up to where I started. Crazy day. This day has definitely been way better than expected. I'm glad I came out here, and the Lord blessed me with a beautiful day, beautiful weather to end it out here in the evening. We still got a little more time to fish. Who knows what could happen? Oh yeah. I'm ready to go. Oh, holy cow. Oh, I about had a heart attack. I thought I hooked the biggest bass in the lake. I hooked this thing and it didn't budge. He was wrapped around a tree. There's so many trees in here. I think this happened a couple times, but dude, for a second there, I thought like this is a 10-pounder. It's just a 10-incher, but it was still exciting. Oh, man, there's fish everywhere. I went back in this little cove. You can hear there was a creek or something coming in back there. That little one I caught was right there and just lost a solid one right there. Whoa, what is that? Oh. I was getting worried there. I hadn't caught a fish in like 15 minutes, so. Little feisty largemouth. And that's a wrap. Just like I drew it up. Just kidding. 5 hours of fishing, non-stop. I was getting bites. I caught a lot of fish. I guess at least 10, probably more than 10 fish. And it took me almost an hour before I got my first one. And then I stopped and tried to fish for catfish for about 20 minutes or so. I didn't get any bites on that. Yeah, caught, almost broke my personal best. caught a 6, a 4, and a 2.5. Bunch of other ones. Just super awesome time out here. Very exciting. And the weather was terrible starting out. It was horrible. Usually I cannot stand fishing like that. The water was actually murky and muddy. You know, I'd driven all the way up here and I was like, well, I might as well fish, because I thought it was going to be murky, and it ended up being way better today than I could have planned. Well, fall's definitely settling in. It's end of October, almost November here. The weather's definitely changing. It's really dropped today. It came a big storm last night, and it's supposed to be down in the 40s tonight. So it's going to change my fishing. I went fishing, was it yesterday in the morning? Yeah, yesterday morning I went fishing a couple creeks, and they were really rough. I saw some fish in there. There were still some fish moving around, but it was really tough going. And I've been kayaking a lot more, if you've watched a lot of my videos, and I probably will do a lot more of this type of stuff throughout the winter. I'm learning a lot more about bass fishing and kayak fishing. And just like this right here, I went out and caught some really good bass and had a great time, where most everything else is muddy and it's kind of cooling off. And this time during the fall, you don't know what's going to happen. So I'm always looking for something exciting to do. I want to fish things that excite me and not do the same thing over and over again. But I may have to come back to this lake a few times. It's not too far away from where I live, and with the fish like that, I may have to hit it up a couple more times just to see if I can break my PB and see what else I can catch out of here. Well, thanks for watching. I'm still thinking about trying to get a boat maybe this winter, maybe for the end of the year, I don't know. I like my kayak, but I would like to have something else where I can do a lot more exploring and zip around new places. Yes, my videos are probably going to change some. I never said they were going to stay the same, and I've never said I'm going to do whatever the people want. I've always wanted to do fishing that excites me, that I'm excited about or interested in going out and seeking out. And whether that's going out and fishing with other YouTubers, meeting people, just going exploring on my own, hitting up lakes or rivers, or, you know, whatever it is, I'm looking for things that I'm excited about doing. And I appreciate all the support that I get. A lot of people really like my videos, or at least that's what they say. And I got a lot of people watching them, and I really appreciate that. And things are still going good, and I'm excited about it. That's why I'm considering about what should I do more. I really would may kind of change up a few things, or it might stay the same. Who knows? But thanks for watching.